Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, in this video I am going to share with you the 8 key principles for getting your best physique, putting you in that top 1% of the population in today's age. Countless men want to get crazy ripped. Many of you know a thing or two about the muscle building process. The thing is, there is a lot of confusion on how to get bigger, whether you are going from skinny to muscular or overweight to ripped, and whether you are a teenager or an adult. By the end of this video, you will be well equipped with the knowledge to get you a physique others dream of are. Things like consistency and training volume that important. How should you handle your nutrition? These principles are my very own guidelines that got me the results. I wanted. Number one, be consistent. Here's the hot take, folks who are killing it at the gym understand one thing, and that is the fact that to get great results, consistency is the key. If you want to get a solid physique, you need to use the gym many times in a week for at least the first 6 months. And yes, even when you are feeling too tired, you must still keep a steady pace. More so if you are a newbie, the discomfort you are feeling is completely normal. It's your body natural response to new things happening to it, so it can maintain a physiological balance. No matter how tired so sore you are feeling, you must get your body accustomed to working out unsustainably. It will be difficult at first, but you must keep going until your body adapts, and when this happens, working out will become a natural thing for you. A couple of smart tips I can offer. Number one, pick a good time that you can stick to. If you go to the gym at regular times, it will be fast to turn it into a habit. For many, the best time to work out is between 4 in the afternoon to 7 in the evening. Number 2, schedule your workouts weekend. Helping busy if you know your schedule is going to be back for like 2 or 3 days in a row, then do a killer workout session. Before that, you can then use the 2 or 3 days of being busy to recover. Number 3, follow the 5-minute rule on days you feel very crappy and just to laze around at home or wherever you want to go. Still go to the gym and warm up for just 5 minutes, no more, no less. There is a huge chance that once the 5-minute gig is up, you will be fired up to push through your workout. Since being in a workout cat environment highly increases your will to exercise, your approach toward the whole muscle building process is very important. But so does the way you manage your diet, especially your macros. Number 2, keep to close track of your macros, macronutrients or macros. In short, refer to the 3 major nutrient groups necessary for the human body to function optimally. These types of nutrients are protein, carbohydrates and fats. While it's essential to get all your macros, you must manage your diet as you aim for the caloric deficit, which means eating fewer calories that you burn. The tricky part is that there is a crazy variety of breakdowns of what's the optimal macro ratio for fat loss while getting steady. However, the general rule is to aim for 30 to 40% of protein, 30 to 40 carbohydrates and 15 to 20 fats. If you can stick it, take note of their percentage. It's okay as long as 1, you stick with eating fewer calories. 2, you focus on eating more protein, since according to research a high protein diet is excellent at controlling hunger. 3, you consume these macros from healthy food sources, especially whole foods and minimally processed ones. For the proteins, quality sources are lean meats like fish and chicken, low-fat dairy products, and nuts like almonds and walnuts. For carbohydrates, go for complex carbs like those found in brown rice, quinoa, and whole grain bread. For healthy fats, eat salmon, avocados, and olive oils and certainly not fried foods nutrition. It is vital to building the best physique, but some could agree that the kind of exercise you do is just as important, if not more. Number 3, boost your motivation with this strict motivation. Is anything that drives you to maintain or achieve goals, but so many people have started a workout program but then end up quitting some common reasons or boredom or to slow results. But did you know that motivation is actually strongly connected with the feel good brain neurotransmitter called dopamine? You know, it's a trick that has hugely helped at keeping me motivated. Listening music can make you work harder and faster, according to studies. Moreover, music elevates your mood. Not only dopamine but endorphins can also released by the brain when listening to music while exercising. Creating a list of songs that motivate you. Don't just have your favorite songs on the loop and instead mix them up. Now that your motivation level is so high, it's time to proceed with what it means to train properly and sufficiently. And number 4, have intensive weight training to get started. It's recommended to do weightlifting 2 to 5 times per week. Weightlifting helps you build both lean muscle mass and strength. And when training, you must aim to work every hard and focus on the basic movements. Have trust in the potential of barbells and dumbbells and don't easily go jump to cables and machines. Most importantly, always train at 100 because less than that is a waste of gym time. Likewise, choosing the proper exercises is also crucial, which then brings me to my 5th key principle, and that is to number 5, do more compound exercises and fewer isolation movements. Training hard is good, but you must also be smart about it. To get big, you have to get strong. This means performing multi-joint compound exercises and minimizing single joint isolation exercises. Sure, this exercise is harder to master, but compound moves have the added benefit of letting you train very heavy to overload those working muscles. Moreover, these exercises are your key to getting stronger and bigger fast. I get it, isolation exercises have their own perks, but they are mostly for serious bodybuilders and people who have a lot of spare time. When choosing which multi-joint exercises to add, consider the following back in core deadlifts. The following back in core deadlifts: squats, power cleans, clean and jerk upper body bench, press clips, pull-ups and chin-ups, shoulder press legs. Squats, front squats, lunges. And just as there are 8 principles to building the ultimate physique, there are also 8 bad habits that will be blocking your gains. Number 6, focus on improving your training volume. A given exercise has a training volume which is determined by multiplying the load by the number of reps and sets. One easy way to digest this concept is by thinking that increased volume equals increased number of sets. It includes the amount of times you do an exercise and applying techniques like supersets and giant sets. Another option is to lower the weight and add more reps. Seems counterintuitive, then don't worry, it's not. Think of these scenarios. One Tom can bench press 100 kilograms for 10 reps, meaning he gets a volume of 1000 kilograms for each set he performs, and so 3 sets for Tom would equal a volume of 3000 kilograms scenario. 2. Jerry can bench press 80 kilograms for 15 reps, meaning he gets a volume of 1200 kilograms per set, and so 3 sets for Jerry would equal to 3600 kilograms of volume, 600 kilograms higher than Tom's. But there are 3 rules you must adhere to for this to work. First, the load must be a suitable stimulus to produce muscle growth. Second, you must train to near failure in each working set to achieve the metabolic response to promote muscle growth. Third, you must have accurate recovery to have consistent progress. One more thing, if your session volume is at the upper limit, then consider how often you will train a specific body part to maximize weekly volume. For instance, if you do 12 sets of chest exercises each week, divide this into 2 sessions per week with 6 sets on each day. This way you can recover between sessions. Plus, your second session will be of much better quality since you have had enough rest before that. This allows you to do more reps and ultimately increase your overall weekly volume. The 7th principle is to fix your mindset at the gym, which has helped me a lot personally. Number 7, always have a presence of mind during workouts. First, do one more rep while working out. If you suddenly want to quit, force yourself to do it at least more rep. The key here is not to let your brain have the last word and stop reinforcing weakness. Second, focus stop is it's better to do a few repetitions with excellent mental focus, really feeling your body, than it is to do many mindless repetitions where you are out of touch with your body. Third, disregard your surroundings, focus on yourself alone. Don't compare yourself to other gym goers and refrain you from bringing your phone into the gym, or you can leave it in the locker room. Do you also have your own rules when working out of the gym? Any similarities to mine? Comment your answer. And the number 8 principle is to be continued.